No Hack in the Box truly ends without us inviting Dhillon lead dog Kannabhiran to the stage to deliver his LOCKNOTE.
What's up, what's up? All good, guys. I don't know how much time we have. Oh, we actually have no time. It's already 7 o'clock. So, okay, no LOCKNOTE. No, I'll make this fast. First of all, big thank you to all the speakers for being here. One of the most fantastic lineup of talks we've had, bar none. We had CFP Review Board sitting here. They can verify this, 200 plus submissions. Super hard to select. Big thank you, obviously, to all of the villagers that showed up. We invited some of you guys to come down. Obviously, some usual suspects were here. Mitch, thank you so much for your support all these years. Big thanks, obviously, to all our sponsors who made the event possible, thanks to their contributions. And most importantly, to the crew for sticking this through, even though we had the burst close on us at 9 p.m. On the night of setup, when we normally would have the venue all the way till 6 a.m. So that means we had to bugger off at 9 o'clock, come back at 6:30 in the morning, and you guys showed up here for my opening keynote at 8:30. So we had like 2 hours to essentially do, well, 6.5 hours worth of work. So big round of applause to all of the crew, all of the volunteers. Phenomenal. So, make this really quick. Next up, Singapore GSEC conference. It's going to be our 5th anniversary there. Obviously, we're not going to do a crazy conference like this, mainly because Singapore and GSEC is meant to be a bit more intimate. It's designed where you, as the audience, as the people who come and attend, get to shape the agenda. So normally, we decide, as in the CFP Review Board, and I push them a little bit to pick the talks. But at GSEC, the concept is slightly different. So we put the voting power in your hands. We do a pre-selection. You guys ultimately get to decide. And you get to meet the speakers, like one-on-one, and get to hang out with them, get to talk to them. So it's a little bit of a different event, worth attending if you've never been. The dates, 26th to the 28th, we'll have the usual training. 29th, 30th will be the conference. CFP is actually still open. So if you want to talk and you want to speak, you want somebody to vote on it, feel free to submit. Go to cfp.hackinthebox.org. And you can find out more about that on gsec.hitb if you want to go for the event itself. Now, I'm sure most of you who have been here for the last couple of days, if you were not at my opening keynote, you might have noticed this thing that you have no idea what the hell is it about, which was the lounge that was in the middle of the Haxpo area, and this big sign at the top that said HITB+CyberWeek. So what exactly is HITB+CyberWeek? I'm guessing most of you were probably not awake at 8:30 in the morning on day one, so I'm just going to quickly play a little video that we made, which kind of explains what it's all about. For this, I need to go over here because I need to click on stuff. Let me see. There we go. Can I get some sound? There is no sound. Doesn't matter. Fine. I'll walk you guys through it. So basically, Cyber Week is a 6-day extended event. So normally Hack in the Box, we do training and we do a conference, right? What we're going to be doing for Cyber Week in UAE is a joint collaborative effort between the government and us, and we're trying to solve quite an interesting problem. One of the things that we see basically right now is, this video thing doesn't really work so great. Let me see if I can pause it at some point. Yeah, okay, cool. Basically what we're trying to do, if you've noticed over the last couple of days upstairs, we had this thing called Hack in the Class. And we also had this thing next door called Hacker High School. What you didn't see is this other thing that we do called Edu Ctf. So we have the professional CTF, the thing that's happening out there. And we also do in Singapore a contest that's meant for university students. In fact, the winners from Germany who won 2nd place, they're actually university students that won a national level Germany competition. They were supposed to come here and just enjoy the conference. It was a prize that they would come here and chill out. But they decided, nah, man, we're going to come here and like phone some stuff. So they came and played the CTF. But upstairs at Hack in the Class and at Hacker High School, it's an initiative that we started because we feel that there's a big gap that currently exists, right? The universities are not producing graduates that are readily employable. And the problem is not really going to be solved if we just keep talking about it. So we thought, all right, fine, let's try and see what's fundamentally missing, right? Is that the way that kids are being taught at a much younger age, even in high school and university, just doesn't really meet the way that kids should be learning, right? And they learn by experimentation. So we started Hack in the Class to try and teach younger kids problem solving, hacker mindset, taught them some electronics, taught them a bit of CDF. We started Edu Ctf to try and create a bridge so that university students could get an idea of what it's like to be a hacker, what it's like to solve problems and, work in a team. And then obviously to create that bridge so that they can go into professional games and, play with all the cool guys like ESPR. So in UAE, we're taking this entire concept and basically the government said like, hey, we like this idea that you're kind of doing stuff for the younger generation. How can we make it even cooler or even better? So we came back to them with some ideas, and that was pretty much how we started with this CyberWeek thing. And so there are actually 4 initiatives that are planned. The first of which is Edu Focused Ctf, where we are actually doing more. So we're going to be taking university teams and high school teams from the UAE. We're going to give them some training, some crash course basically, in all sorts of stuff. And then we're going to give them a Jeopardy-style CTF for them to play with. They'll go on to play a final CTF competition of some sort, like an attack and defense game. The German winners from the German competition, the Belgian team will also join them there. And then the top 2 teams from EDU will play in a professional game. And for the professional game, we're inviting the 25 top teams basically from around the world. So winners from DEF CON, for example, from Code Blue, the winners from Hack in the Box here. And we'll pick a bunch of other contests. We haven't decided on all of them, but we'll pick some. And they're all going to be flown over. They get to compete in this contest that's going to be happening there, $100,000. We also have an AI challenge. We are thinking about doing something for machine learning because I like AI and machine learning stuff. So we have a challenge for malware, like we can build a new malware detector. We also have a deep exploit stuff that's also, if we can build a kind of automated scanner, automated pen testing thingy, produce it. It's like $50,000 that we have for a prize. We're probably going to do a Kaggle contest, but for now it's for postgrads and undergrads. We also have this new bug bounty thing. And that one is an interesting concept in a way, because bug bounties have been around, obviously. I mean, everybody knows it. It's not a new concept as a whole. But what we're doing slightly differently is that we're running our own individual contests, that's fine. But we're also inviting major stakeholders from the industry to host their contests alongside us. Why? If you're a bug hunter, you have a few different places you can go to and drop your bugs, few and far between really. What we're trying to do is to kind of create like a one-stop bazaar, like a market, right? Like you can come, there are multiple different programs running, you can choose which program seems interesting to you. And then the vendor gets, obviously, the findings, you get your payout. But what's missing currently is that a lot of this discussions, this stuff that happens during contests, they happen behind closed doors. And so what we're trying to do is to give the vendors what they need, give them time to patch. The patch comes out, give an extra, say, 30 days, so the patch can be distributed, consumers get protected. But then thereafter, we actually want to open source, to a certain extent, pretty much every single bit of the findings, not just the CVEs, but the actual exploit code that was used for verification, any of the technical lower level findings. Why? Because basically techniques are much more interesting than the actual exploit itself. I mean, exploits are exploits, but the technique will enable somebody else to maybe complete a chain that they'll be working on, and then they will also then be able to come to a bug bounty contest and win some stuff. And all of us get to benefit as an industry will then move forward. So, crazy ideas, gotta try it. Typical hack in the box style. So that's what we've got planned for the next big thing that we normally announce, or that I normally announce at the end of this show. It's going to be fun. It's going to be super interesting. I really hope all of you guys will be there. It's going to be extraordinarily cool. We're going to, once again, have all of the villages stuff that we have here. Medical Hacking Village is going to have a huge, huge area. I was talking to Nina about it. We're super excited about some stuff that we're going to be doing there. I'm hoping Mitch will also be there. We'll expand on that. We're going to do a huge hack in the class. So I really hope all of you guys will come. CFP will open in June, I think. Probably June, July, somewhere around there. Call for trainings. Also, if you guys have a training that you want to do, you've got a cool concept or cool idea or something you want to teach, please come. We'll have labs. We want more people to share their knowledge, basically, right? We all know something. We might not be a subject matter expert in everything under the sun, but we know something. Share it, submit it. Submit it as a talk, submit it as a lab, submit it as a session. We need more content. We need more people to share, to give back. And that's what makes the community cool, right? And so, with that, we shall call this conference closed, and it's time to party, yo. And we've got, as always, conference time. We always have to have a really good post-conference party. 10-year anniversary, we have a fantastic venue. And it's at Club Akhenaten, 5 minutes away, Google Maps, you'll find it. Party starts at 9, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really read. I'm really getting old.
Click it. One more slide. Isn't it?
One more slide?
Yeah.
Click it.
Good.
There's a little map. There you go. So, taken straight from Google Maps. 5 minutes, 8 minutes at most. Sponsored by CrowdFence. So drinks on them. Awesome sauce. Thank you guys again for joining us. I'll see you guys at the party. Love all of you guys. Hack on. See you guys. Ciao.